He was my tutor, but he had a secret life. Part 5. The Fallout. There's this moment after a storm where everything's soaked and silent, like the whole world is holding its breath. That's what the next week felt like. No new notes, no strange cars, no surprise visits from Adrian at my door. Just quiet, but not the good kind. The kind that comes right before something explodes. Adrian and I pretended things were normal. We met at the library, worked through algebra, sat close, but not too close, talked in half-truths, our conversations always dancing just around the truth. But there was something in his eyes, something that told me he was waiting for something to go wrong. I didn't have to wait long. It started with a substitute teacher. Mr. Parker was out, and this new guy, mid-30s, too sharp suit, too casual smile, walked into class like he already knew all our secrets. Mr. Black, he introduced himself. But you can call me Jay. Everyone laughed. He was charming, smooth, but I didn't like him, especially when I caught him looking at me in the hallway later that day. Not like a teacher, not like a stranger, like he knew me. Adrian's reaction was immediate. I mentioned the sub in passing, and he froze. What did you say his name was? Jay Black.
His eyes narrowed.
Are you sure? I nodded.
Yeah.
Wait, Adrian. What is it? He didn't answer. He just grabbed his bag and stood. We need to talk. Now. We went to the back corner of the school, behind the gym where no one ever hung out. Adrian paced, hands in his hoodie pocket, eyes scanning the building like he expected it to sprout eyes. That's not a real teacher, he said. No kidding. No, I mean he's not from the school. He's an asset. Works with the syndicate. My stomach dropped. They sent someone here? Adrian nodded. To watch us.
Or warn me.
Maybe both. Because of the burner phone? Because I told you the truth. I felt sick. The school suddenly didn't feel safe anymore. Neither did my house, or my locker, or the walk home I'd done 100 times without a second thought. They wouldn't hurt a student, right? I asked. He didn't answer, which was an answer in itself. The next day, Mr. J. Black was gone. Just like that. No explanation. The principal said he had a family emergency. Adrian didn't believe it. Neither did I. But the message was clear. They were watching. That night, I made a decision. If they were going to keep pushing us around, maybe it was time we pushed back. Enter Mr. Langston.
He was my computer science teacher.
Balding, sarcastic, wore anime socks. Most people didn't pay him much attention. But what they didn't know was that Mr. Langston used to work for a cybersecurity firm before he got burned out and switched to teaching. I stayed after class and told him everything. Well, almost everything. I told him my friend was being blackmailed by a group using illegal code work. I told him they were dangerous, that they'd threatened me, that we needed help. He listened without blinking. Then he said 6 words that made me feel like maybe we weren't totally alone. I've been waiting for something like this. Adrian wasn't thrilled when I told him. You involved a teacher?
He's not just a teacher, I snapped.
He's ex-cyber ops. He knows what he's doing. That's not the point. You keep pulling more people into this. It's not a game. You think I don't know that? He turned away, fists clenched. Every person I care about ends up in danger, he said. I don't want you to be next. I stepped forward. Then stop pushing me away. Let me help.
He didn't respond.
So I said the one thing I'd been holding back for weeks. I'm already in this, Adrian. And whether you like it or not, I care about you. He looked at me, really looked at me, and for once he didn't try to hide. Not the fear, not the anger, not the hope. He just stood there in the silence, like the weight of everything was finally catching up to him. I care about you too, he whispered. And then he kissed me. It wasn't perfect, or slow, or planned. It was like everything we'd held back had snapped all at once. His hands tangled in my hair, my fingers gripping his hoodie like a lifeline. It was messy and real and terrifying, because for the first time, it wasn't just about danger. It was about us. We had 2 good days after that. 2 days of pretending we were normal. 2 days of whispered conversations and secret smiles, and sitting closer than necessary during tutoring. 2 days before everything fell apart. It was after school. I'd just gotten home when I got a text. From unknown. We have him. Just that. 3 words. 3 bombs. I called Adrian. Straight to voicemail. I ran to his house, heart pounding, brain screaming. No one answered. The windows were dark. His car was gone. His brother's motorcycle was still in the driveway, but no sign of either of them. I texted again. Called again. Nothing. Then I checked the school's attendance portal. Adrian North. Absent. I didn't cry. Not right away. I went straight to Mr. Langston and showed him the message. He looked at it, jaw tight. We need to move fast. Move how? He pulled out a flash drive from his desk drawer. This is everything I've been tracking from your friends' accounts. If they took him, we can trace the last ping. I stared at the tiny piece of plastic in his hand and felt my chest tighten. We're going to get him back, I said. Langston nodded. Damn right we are. But deep down, I couldn't shake the fear. What if we were too late? What if the people who took Adrian didn't want leverage but revenge? What if I was the reason they'd come for him at all?